So Moses is a lot further along in faith, not actually because Moses is way better than the rest of the Israelites, because he's been following God longer. God's had more time to work on him. The Israelites are going to have to go through this pattern. We have to go through this pattern as well. We will grow over time. We will more and more reach this place where we stop complaining and we become content. Rejoicing when God brings deliverance, and content when things look really bad. Trusting that God's going to get us through them. And the last point, which our final story in this section will teach us, is wait for the Lord, and also lift each other up. So this is essential. The Israelites are going to have to learn in those moments when they're really scared not to go complain to each other. And you could imagine how it would happen, right? At the Red Sea or right after they had no food. Just imagine what it was like. Somebody got scared. And so they went to their neighbor, right? And what did they talk about with their neighbor? Hey, there's no food. Where are we going to get tomorrow's food? Moses has led us into a place with no food. And then as they talk with each other, do they get more content or more complaining? More complaining. And then more and more, they talk with more people, and it's like a vortex of complaining. You know that from your own life. You can also have the opposite kind of vortex, where instead of complaining, you get scared, you go to your neighbor, and instead of complaining with you, your neighbor says, actually, no, we should trust God in this situation. We shouldn't think about the fact that there's no food for tomorrow. We'll do whatever we can to make sure there is, but we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on the Lord. Let's do that. Let's look up. And it's when they learn to lift each other up that they're going to be able to do this. And then that's when faith is really going to have its effects. It's going to become a powerful force in the community. And they're never going to become perfect at it, just like we will not in this life. But this is what part of the reason for the church is, so we can lift each other up in these ways.